Right, this is just a quick video because there's a lot of confusion about the R9 module and how to get the Flex firmware and how to get it giving you telemetry 1 watt power on EU. So just to prove that I've got that, here we go. So this is the Flex firmware R9M 868 1 watt 16 channels, and I have telemetry on there. So to do that you need openTX version 2.2.3, and it's been quite confusing. Been confusing some people because they don't know how to do it. So I'll show you how to do it. Right, so first of all you need to open up openTX and it'll give you a prompt for an update. It's just done it now, it's just updated it to 2.2.3, but I was on 2.2.2 before. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go to settings and then settings again, settings, and then on this tab you need to go to application settings, and then this drop down here, use nightly builds, ignore the unstable bit. Right, and then go to radio profile and tick that box there. That's really important. And I've ticked lower scripts and whatever. Okay, right, so you okay that. And then you need to go to write firmware to radio and load. And then you will get the Flex R9M 2.2.3 version. Open that and then click write to TX. That will update your radio. I don't want to do it because I've already done it. I don't want to mess mine up. Okay, and that's that really. The next part is actually getting the Flex firmware onto the receiver and onto the module as well. So first of all we'll flash the module. So you go to the FreeSky website, you go to modules. This is dead easy if you've done FreeSky stuff before, and then R9M obviously. Right, download, and then you go to firmware. So you want to download all of them, get all of them, and we want Flex, so download the Flex firmware, download them both and stick them all in a folder. And then you want to put your radio into USB mode. Right, so you know how to do that. You push both of them in, turn it on. USB cable. In the back. There we go. Right. USB connected. Open the memory card on there, and you go to a file called firmwares. And I created a file called R9M, and then dumped all the stuff for the module in here, and then I created another folder for the receiver, but we'll do that in a bit. So all the downloads I've put here, right? So when that's done, just disconnect, close, and then disconnect the USB. There we go, and turn your radio off. Right, and turn it back on again.
Welcome to openTX.
That's how you know that you're on 2.2.3 nightly build. So exit that. Yeah. Right. Okay, so we need to upload the firmware onto the module. So you press and hold menu, page, down to firmwares, and there's the folder that we created. Okay, so all of these here start from the bottom and you just press and hold enter and then flash external module, and it'll give you a status bar and it'll flash it, and then you do the next one up, same with that, flash external module, do them all the way up, right up to the flex one there. All of them, do all of them. Right, and once you've done that, your module will then be on flex. So when you've rebooted your radio, you should be able to go to menu, page, and then you should be able to go to turn your internal module off, external on, set to R9M, 868 is EU. You can have 1 to 16 channels, 1 watt power. Okay. Right. To upgrade the receiver, I've got the micro receiver. It's installed in a plane, so I can't really take it out. So, what you need to do then, you need to get the receiver firmware, the Flex firmware. So I've got receivers, same as the. So I've got the R9MM, which comes with the £30 package thing. So downloads, firmware again, get the firmware, Flex firmware, download all of them, and the same thing, put them in a folder in the firmwares thing like I did on the radio. You saw the receiver, the little RX folder, put them all in there, and then you need to connect up your receiver to the back of the Tyrannus, the pins on the back of the Tyrannus. So if I turn that off, so you see these pins here. You might have done this before anyway. So you might, if you've connected a servo cable up like I did, you have to switch round the positive and negative, and you put them in on there. Okay, and then to flash your receiver,
Engine disabled. Menu.
you go back to this, and it's again, it's the same process. So press and hold that, page, down to firmwares. So with it connected to your back of your radio like that. Okay, the yellow one is the PPM, not the F port. Right, so firmwares, and then R9, and then I've got the in the receiver. There we go. And just install all these. Install that one first, then that one, then that one. Same thing, press and hold, flash external module, and it'll flash your receiver. Okay, and then to bind, you just do it the same way. Just bind as you would a normal FreeSky receiver. And that's pretty much it. EU version of Flex, 1 watt power with telemetry, 16 channels, done.